It is a special day at Lee Davis High School. This morning we have witnessed the signing of Blake Rush to scholarship time at Edinboro University of Pennsylvania for a sport that is known but not well known. Blake is on the way to making it much more well known. It is the sport of wheelchair basketball, and even though Blake has not been able here at Lee Davis to play it competitively, that has not stopped him from having a big career in it already, which has put him in this position. He is joined by his parents, Kevin and Donna. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good.
Blake, congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you remember the first time you picked up a basketball?
I do. Yeah, it was when I was about 10 and, playing for the first time wheelchair basketball, and it was just crazy. I couldn't hit the net or anything.
But it didn't dissuade you from trying again.
Oh, no.
Did it not?
No, definitely not.
When did you know this was something that you were going to be doing for a long time?
In the 8th grade, I found out that, colleges have it, and that could be a possibility of me going on to play college. So ever since then, I've just been working really hard to improve and get better.
Now, you have the disadvantage that there is no wheelchair basketball offered at the high school level here in the area, but that didn't stop you because there is a program available. Tell us about it.
Sportable, I play basketball through them. It's a junior team. I've played on it since I was 10, sorry. And then for the past 3 years, I've played on an adult team in Richmond called the Richmond Riders.
How was it to transfer your level, your game, when you started playing with adults at such a young age?
It was
scary.
It was hard at first, because everybody was so much faster and stronger than the kids that I'd been playing with, but I stuck with it.
Mom and Dad, did you have any trepidations about him moving up to that level at that time?
Well, the first time I ever went to watch him play, he was playing a team in Virginia Beach, and the first thing he said was, "Mom, no matter what, stay in the stands."
Okay, that told you everything you needed to know, didn't it?
And that game, he did get knocked out of his chair. So.
Oh, and did you stay in the stands?
I did.
You deserve a gold medal for that. From parent to parent, you deserve a gold medal. Wow. So those times didn't dissuade you. You just kept on going, and then you had an opportunity to be introduced to Edinboro University in a very unique way. Tell us about your relationship with their coach.
I have gone to different camps summer camps at Edinboro. I've been there probably, I think, 3 camps, and I've just got to meet the coach there and got to know him pretty good. And then he's actually come to Richmond a few times to put on a camp for Sportable, and so our relationship has just grown since then. And
he has a connection to the U.S. Paralympian team, correct?
Yes, sir. He was the one that coached the U.S. Paralympic team and went to London and won a bronze medal.
So you have an Olympic medal-winning coach waiting for you 25 miles south of Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yes, sir.
That's got to be a pretty incredible feeling because of not just being able to be tutored by someone of that level, but the opportunities that may await you down the road.
Yes, sir.
You think maybe one day you may get to go to Rio or Tokyo? Or
That's my goal. That's my goal.
Mom and Dad, what would you think if you got to go to, let's say, Tokyo in 2020 and watch him play some basketball?
Well, we definitely have to go with him. So.
You wouldn't let him go himself, huh? And let it be for the record, it was Dad who made that statement first before Mom got a chance to do it.
Well, I'm so excited for him. He's worked so hard, and he deserves it.
Speaking of which, let me turn the focus to Mom and Dad for just a minute before we close. And you guys have to be obviously incredibly proud of his accomplishments on the court. But let's talk a minute about something he probably won't talk about, and that's off the court. People who are watching this and know Blake from his 4 years here at Lee Davis know how much of an integral part he's been of the athletic program here, even though he never got to play an organized sport. What does that say about your son, that he has been so supportive of his school during his 4 years here at Lee Davis?
Well, I remember back when he was at Stonewall in middle school, and I remember driving home one day, and first time I'd ever seen a tear in his eye, and I said, "What's going on?" And he started naming the guys that had made the football team, and I said, "So, you'd like to be able to play football?" And he said, "I would." And I said, "Blake, you know so much about football that you might end up being one of the greatest football coaches there ever was." And he said, "You know, that's true." But I guess there were other plans for him, and he's very dedicated, and he's been very dedicated to Lee Davis and the sports that they've had there, cheering on his team, and just proud of him.
Which has also been a commitment and time spent for the two of you, making sure that he was able to make all of these commitments that he did to support the program. But something tells me that's a labor of love. Am I correct in saying that?
Absolutely.
Some days. Some days better than others. No.
We have the sentimental answer, and then we have the logistical answer here on the other side. Blake, what are you going to miss the most about Lee Davis?
Just the people here, the staff. They've been great to me, whatever I needed, supporting me with whatever I do, and, allowing me to be, have such a strong connection with the sports program here.
And before we wrap up, Edinboro University, we mentioned outside of Erie, Pennsylvania. How many other schools in the region, in the country, play wheelchair basketball? Tell me about what you're going to be doing competitive-wise once you're there.
There's about 8 college teams, so there's not too many, so there's a lot of traveling involved. We'll go to University of Illinois and Whitewater, Wisconsin, so there's a lot of traveling involved with that.
A lot of people know Wisconsin Whitewater. They're a Division III school, one of the best in the country. If you follow Randolph-Macon and the ODAC and Division III, that is not a name that is unfamiliar to fans. And they also do, there's like tournaments that take place. Like you had mentioned, we had talked off camera about one that happens at Wichita State. Even though they don't field a team, they host a tournament.
Yeah, they do, and it's awesome. There's somebody that raised some money there, and they pay for 4 or 5 teams of everything to come there and play, and they host a tournament there.
That's awesome. Lest we forget, what do you want to study?
I want to be a high school history teacher.
Fantastic. And maybe, just maybe, a high school basketball coach?
I think so.
Something tells me that very well may just be the case. Kevin, Donna, Blake, congratulations. Fantastic day. What an honor. And congratulations on your 4 years here at Lee Davis High School.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.